Welcome to Vallelunga in Italy for round 8 of the South African Sim Single-Seater 3 Series. Dennis Mitchell has put it on pole position for SH Racing. He starts ahead of Bashir Jadwat for Squadra Ghostworks. Jason Absmeyer starts in 3rd position in the number 90 Rev Limit Racing car. His teammate Stephen Palser starts in 4th. Jonathan Bent starts from 5th position. Chris Brown 6th position. Marcus Stein 7th. Craig Hume for Hippo Rock Racing will start in 8th position ahead of Maurice van Beek in 9th. Chad Cook starts in 10th position. Ken Hunter in 11th. Dean Rottenbach 12th. And Rian van der Westhuizen will start from 13th position. We are racing the main Vallelunga layout today. We race the shorter version of the track towards the beginning of the season. We are waiting for the lights to come on. They have done so. And the race is underway. Good start by Mitchell. He looks to maintain his lead into turn 1. And he has done so just ahead of Bashir Jadwat in the number 83 Squadra car. Jadwat has fallen back. He's gone down to 4th position behind Stephen Palser. See Absmeyer up to 2nd position and right on board with Jadwat. He's alongside Palser, who squeezes him onto the grass. Big slide by Jadwat, and we see Benz and Palser making contact. Around goes Palser, he falls down the order. So we have this 2 Squadra Ghostworks car in 3rd and 4th position ahead of the 2 Ghostworks 3.0 cars of Stain and Brown. They are the red cars. We ride on board with Brown now. It sees Pulse in the background ahead of Dean Rottenbach in the orange Hippo Rock Racing car. There is contact there between Van der Westhuizen and Palser. Board with Chad Cook. We are looking at Ken Hunter in the Extreme Racing white and red car. Beg your pardon, there's Maurice van Beek and not Ken Hunter, and those two go off and run wide. As we return to the leaders. And he's still Mitchell ahead of Absmeyer. Right on board with Absmeyer now. You can see the gap to the man in front. You see Benz exiting Torrentino ahead of Stain. Craig Hume staying in contact with Brown. Hume is in 7th position at the moment. Look at Dean Rottenbach behind Chad Cook. see Absmai much closer to Mitchell. Look at him now. Having a look up the inside of Mitchell, but not quite close enough, not yet anyway. And here comes Absmai up the inside. We're on the run to turn 11. And Absmai has done the job. He goes to the front, but Mitchell is fighting back. They almost make contact, but they do well to avoid it. Good driving by Mitchell there. Could have easily ended in tears. Look back from Absmai at Mitchell. Absmai will be looking to extend that gap as quickly as possible. As we see Jadwat now coming to the picture. Mitchell is fighting back. He's closer to Absmai now. We're in the run into Simini 1. To apologize, that is turn 11, not Simini 1. Towards turn 12 we go. Tight left corner this. Going to the even tighter Torrentino. It's like a start, apologies, a stop-start type of corner. Difficult to get right and very important to get a decent drive out of it. Run to the S's. We're past the halfway stage of the race and Absmai is looking good for another win. But Mitchell is still close enough to do something about it. Jadwat is creeping ever closer, lap by lap. Mitchell is again much closer to Absmai. He has a look up the outside, possibly trying to distract Absmai into making an error. Absmai proven to be the wiser of the two in this race so far. Mitchell runs wide, picks up a bit of dirt, lost a bit of time to Absmai. involved with Chad Cook looking at Dean Rottenbach. Stephen Palser having a go at Cook. Not to be confused with a battle up front. These guys are their teammates. Chadward coming through to put a lap in Leon van der Westhuizen. Board a third placed man, Bashir Jadwat, torturing those tyres through Roma. Jadwat not quite on the pace in this race. He's normally fighting for a win, but he'll be thankful for the points for third position, and you'll be looking to bring it at home. Watch Absmeier come through to start the second last lap, looking in the commanding position to take his second victory of the season. As we see the Squadro Ghostworks cars very close together, onboarded Benz, and yes, Judd Watt has let him through into third position. I'm not sure if Judd Watt has a problem. He decided to let his teammate through. So Benz moves up into third position. And Judd Watt looks to have enough space behind him to nurse the car home if he needs to. Judd Watt might have sustained damage from that incident with Pulsar during the opening lap, which saw him run wide and onto the grass. Might have damaged his suspension somewhat. We are now into the final lap of the race. Absmeier displaying quite exceptional pace. Absmeier now negotiates Torrentino for the very last time on the approach to the S's. Keep the car under control. He does that beautifully. Look at that. Through Roma we go and onto the start-finish straight. And Absmeier comes through to take his second victory of the season. What a drive by him. Dennis Mitchell has finished in second position. Jonathan Benz completes the podium ahead of his teammate Bashir Judd Watt. Chris Brown comes through to take fifth position ahead of his teammate Marcus Dane. Craig Hume is on track for seventh position. Watch Stephen Pulsar approaching Roma to take eighth position. Chad Cook comes through to put a lap on Maurice van Wyk and to take 9th position. But to put a lap on Rion van der Bessers, I beg your pardon. This is Maurice van Wyk. He will come through to finish just ahead of his teammate Ken Hunter for 10th and 11th. That concludes race 1 at Vallelunga. Thank you very much for joining me, and stay tuned for race 2 shortly. Until then, cheers for now.